Hi, everyone, and good morning. This is going to be a morning message reading. It's for the collective. It's just basically an energy check-in for the morning. Just to see if there's any messages that Spirit wants anyone to know. This reading is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this reading, there may be a message in here, some for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I've already staged the space and shuffled. So I'll just go ahead and get right into the morning message from Spirit. Messages of only the highest good, please, Spirit. What do we need to know at this time for the morning message? What do we need to know, please, Spirit? Okay, we have the green woman. She's the lady of the woods. She's filled with gratitude. I keep touching it and I'm getting like the energy of a little stinker, but she's trying to hold something in. Okay. And some form of communication, and we've got he, the fiery sword. Okay. So there's some communication, whether this is you speaking some sort of communication or receiving some form of communication coming in for you. Okay. All right, Spirit, what is this, please, for the morning message? What is this? Green woman with the communication. What is this communication? Okay, it could be manifesting deep desire. This is something that you would be completely, deeply committed to. It's an uncommon bond. And if you can see, and she's holding that little, it's like she's holding like the beast within, or, it's a desire for something. And the communication is probably expressing that, talking about that. It's a new beginning. It's a lot of excitement, and I can even feel it off the cards. Like there's something that somebody might be excited for, excited about. Okay, and then we have the white wolf, which is like the trusting of, I heard your inner compass with the book here. It's just remembering your guided system is the other thing I'm hearing. But there's confidence here that's needed, and there's guidance. So there might be some form of communication that comes in that guides something further or guides something along. Hello, Carlos. So it's really trusting in the guidance that you have within you. This really feels like within just you as a person. But it could be too like how you speak to oneself. Yeah, see, Nine of Pentacles. It's the Nine of Pentacles, where this is a strong, confident, single energy with the Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups. I'm hearing choosing self and trusting in oneself and what it is that, wow, and at the bottom is the Two of Swords. So it's making a decision. It could be like that, not knowing the decision to make, or kind of a focus on making a decision and trying to figure things out for yourself. And even if it is communicating to people that you want a time out, or you're trying to do something on your own because it's a mystery, you're trying to figure something out that's within. King of Cups. This could be trying to just figure out your own emotions. Okay, and this is actually a new deck I'm using, so I'm not familiar with it just yet. I'm using it basically intuitively, but I know the meanings of the cards. It's just new little things. And the Emperor. So this is honestly what this is for the morning message so far. It's someone's taking charge of their own emotions and maybe on how they speak them. Because I'm looking at that microphone and wanting to speak something. And It's kind of like he's not even reaching for the cup. He's just holding it. Morning, Kendra. Oh, Carlos, I'm going to come back on after the morning message, and then I'm going to do questions, okay? So as soon as I'm done with this morning message, I'll come back on and do the questions for everyone. Okay, so it's kind of like, and I'm even noticing too in this image here, I don't know if you can see it, but this King of Cups isn't really happy. They're just kind of sitting there. I heard wow, I heard a lump on the log. What's going on with this King of Cups, Spirit? How about this King of Cups? Okay, it's the Four of Swords. He's trying to heal. This Emperor here, the masculine energy is, oh, their pride was wounded. Wow, with the Five of Pentacles. So somebody was wounded here. It feels like they feel, I don't want to say left out. I mean, that is kind of the energy of the Five of Pentacles. But it feels like we were wounded in some sort, like left out in the cold. But I'm really getting more so like a disappointment, trying to figure out where something stands. But it's like there's a masculine here. What is that? They're feeling like beat down. But see, it's and it could be by a Queen of Wands. Because you've got the Magician here with the Queen of Wands. Right. It might have, I don't want to say they chose something. It doesn't have to be a person. It's their confidence. Thank you, Spirit. It's their confidence. This still all feels, that's why I don't know why I said it was a Queen of Wands. This feels like someone's confidence needs a little bit more work. But then my eyes went directly to the dice here. It's like the roll of the dice here. And the Page of Pentacles, which is still learning certain things. So this feels like somebody, this could be learning truth about self and how one reacts. I don't want to say it was rejection. I don't think it was rejection. It just feels like they feel like they kind of took a hit. And now they're like analyzing this with the King of Swords energy here. And the Six of Cups. Right. So this is like, and then you've got the Hierophant right there. This was a lesson, some sort of lesson. Yeah, see, it's part of the journey with the crossroads or with the roads here. It's part of the journey and free will and weighing out the options on how, I want to say on how to look at something. Although I don't see the Hanged Man, but it's almost like the thought process and how we communicate because something feels stuck. Yeah. There's like tension here with the whip and then the star. It's like needing to take a moment to understand that there's something that's coming in. Wow. And then I split the deck and it's the rabbits. It feels more or less like there is a masculine here who was kind of like hit by something. I'm getting like startled or something. They're right. Okay. Their pride. It was their pride that, oops, sorry, that was affected by something here. But then, okay. So then Spirit, why am I looking at this with this gratitude? Could be having gratitude to learning this and seeing this and recognizing this. It's the star. And yes, that's my point. So there is gratitude here. It might have been something that a feminine stated or said. Oh, I heard lack of. So it was the lack of what a feminine had said kind of taught someone or gave someone gratitude in a sense to look at something in a different type of a way. or they're starting to. The Judgment, that's my point. So someone's trying to look at something from a higher perspective. Right, on how they... This is materialism. That's what this card is talking about, is being chained to the 3D world. And they're like working on something. They're trying to pay attention to this. But it feels like something was brought to light. And then at the bottom, you've got the Page of Swords. So they're watching something happen and go on. The Three of Wands. 10 of Wands. How heavy something was. How much of, I don't want to say a burden, but how heavy something was. And it's like needing to put that down and like look at what's going on. Okay. And then the Three of Cups. This feels more like celebrating. And okay, that's interesting. So it almost feels like there's an energy around, or there's a situation around a masculine, or, you know, it feels more like a masculine that they're kind of learning on how to celebrate the good things in life. But at the same time, it's almost like their ego was hit in the process that made this one like have to sit down for a minute, or just kind of recalibrate is what I'm hearing. Oh, wow. And I split the deck, and it's the gnome, which talks about breaking old patterns. They're like a trickster, and they come in and they mess up. I don't want to say mess up. What is it? They're a trickster. So they try to break patterns. Wow, it came out again. Can I get one on this green woman? One of these ones on it? Because there's something that somebody is it feels like they're trying to hold this in, whatever this is. But with the green woman, it's gratitude. That's what it talks about. And like somebody's just a little stinker. So it almost feels like somebody's kind of been keeping something in. Oh, I'm hearing the bigger deck. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know why I keep saying, oh, wow. That might be what happens is she gets a shock. Okay, what is this, please, Spirit? I just want to touch base on that a little bit more. And then we'll move on from that. What is this with the green woman? She's healing. It's a singer of healing. And it's of the mind and the body and the soul. Bringing it all together. And then, wow, at the bottom of the deck. She's there. She is again. But there's something with Penelope the Dream Weaver. This is like it's someone's vision. It's inspiration. There's blue around her. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm seeing this too. Because you have the fairy that was kissed by the pixies. That's love given is love received. Okay. Then you have the green woman. Then you have the singer of healing. So she's her energy is healing. And then you have the green woman again. So this blue aura is surrounding the green woman. Because she's a healer. And there's like visions, and someone might have had a dream or something like that. And you got the Three of Wands again. Something's coming in for the green woman, and it makes her ecstatic. Well, of course, with the fairies that was kissed by the pixie, that's a very exciting, like, happy energy. But then you have the Five of Cups. Tell me about this Five of Cups. The Star, it's healing that. There's hope. Wow, at the bottom. Then again, you have the Ace of Wands. I think that someone here is disappointed in something that they thought was coming. So they're giving up hope on that, but it's coming. They just don't see it yet. They keep looking for this to come. and it's not. But this could be like the spark of a new idea coming in. It feels like Spirit brings in a wand or sends this one out, and it's like it's talking about creativity here. What is this? On how to get something to work out. See, it's the Wheel of Fortune with the rabbits. It's going to happen when it's meant to. And there's like signs and synchronicities that's going on with this new beginning here. But it's a sudden increase and being grateful. This could have to do with like just an idea to balance something out. Some of you might, it's a message comes in, and someone here might need to like meditate or take a moment. I said it now for a moment of silence. This can definitely be going on, and there's compassion here, and it's healing. There's someone here who's getting a lot of healing done while they're sleeping, which I think we all do that. There's movement, travel. It's part of a contract or an agreement. It's continuing. Judgment. So there's something that's being hit, or not hidden. Why was I going to say that? I don't know why I was going to say hidden. You might not be aware of it. That makes sense. But it's like, it's a fundamental change here. Something's going on. Hold on. I'm getting that. In the still of the night. Oh my God, that's Dirty Dancing. There's something going on in the still of the night where you're healing and surrendering, and then you expand. It's making stable changes. It's part of the destiny and someone's tolerance on what they can handle, and trying to be optimistic. And someone has so much gratitude for this healing and what's going on. What is the little ball here? Because I'm seeing that. What? I heard ball of wax. What is this? A little ball. It's an event to take the lead on something. This feminine. It brings in some sort of clarity. And then you have the magnets. It's drawn to the feminine energy here. Well, and that's interesting because the feminine energy, like, okay, so the masculine energy is the raw. It's the, it is creative. It is, but they're the action taker. And the feminine energy is the energy that is, it receives love. It gives love. It creates, it grows things. And so it's almost like getting a spark of an idea and then going within. That's why there's a need for balance, because there is the need, right? For one, there's a need to protect your inner and your outer world, or there's protection around your inner and outer world here. There's a bear energy around this high priestess. This person is a bear of a person. Wow, I heard a teddy bear to this one though. And it's part of the process. That's my point. They're a catalyst to helping them with completing cycles and achievements, and to help this one set up boundaries. So there's something here where there's healing going on, there's gratitude, and then something like sparks something in someone that because they've been stressed out about it. This could really be about commitments that they have, partnerships, because you have the Two of Cups as well, and they're ready to just block everything and everyone off. Because I'm getting like, I've had enough. But you have the green woman here, and this could be anybody. This could be you, or this can be anybody that's around you, or like I even said, even a guide that comes in during your dream state, because somebody is overthinking this, or they're having anxiety over things that they're committed to, and how to, like, for some, they feel like there's not going to be a new beginning for them. And that's just not, there's always going to be a new beginning, always. And this is like looking at family or partnerships or, things like that. Somebody's really having anxiety over this. It's in the energy. And it feels like an idea or something comes in and helps out. It feels like somebody wants to give somebody a hand. And then when my eyes keep going over here to love given is love received, there is a protector. And I said it was a bear that was watching over the high priestess. This is kind of the same energy here, except for this time it's a lion. This could be happening during, I was going to say during lion season. I mean, during Leo season, which is right now. There's ones looking over. And if this isn't an actual person, then this is like you have a spirit team, which they're always looking around and watching over us. But it's kind of like one steps in and kind of shows you. And then this one to stay on the table, it's like to celebrate. And then if you notice, there's Cupid up there, who's given a little dash of this and a little dash of that. So there is someone's guide is like kind of, it feels almost like showing you that they're right there. And to understand why towers are happening and taking place, because some might be going through a tough time right now where things are ending, which would make sense considering we are just about to go through the Lionsgate portal, and that's a big portal, which for the most part, the other ones, wow, and then I split the deck and it's the sun. But for the most part, we always have like the portals once a month or whatever. But the Lionsgate portal is the strongest. It's the one that where we learn the lessons before then, because it'll be brought back around to us to see if we want to go through that whole thing again for like another 6 months. And it feels like there's something where something's shifting or changing, and somebody's going to have a lot of gratitude, because it feels like for the next 6 months or so on months, there's going to be lots of gratitude. Okay, one more on this, please, Spirit. Thank you. The Six of Cups. Something's coming back around to see whether or not you've learned the lesson, or if you're going to go on to a new lesson. Four of Swords, that's my point. It's healing something from the past. So something's going to come up, or it feels like, wow, it's mirroring too. I'm just looking at these. I never really noticed that before. Okay, if you notice here, and this is how it is in Roman numerals, but you have that there. And if you look at it this way, it's the same. It's the mirroring numbers. So something's being mirrored here. Something's being learned. And it's all about healing. I'm hearing taking the sun. Wow. And then you've got the Six of Cups. And then there you go. The Ace of Wands. Spirit's moving people to calmer waters, especially if you've been doing the work. And what's interesting is that this is my Golden Girls deck. She's moving away. And I remember this from the show. I don't know if anybody's really watched it or not, but I remember her in a couple episodes, her ex-husband was Stan. Is that? Yeah, Stan. And she's moving. She's taking herself away and going to calmer waters. And with the Six of Cups, this might be something like that, where someone's moving away from, right, the conflict and the choppiness. The King of Swords, they've made a firm decision. Even though there may be fear there, they're tempering it. Wow, it was saying it all at the bottom of the deck. So basically, the morning message is to just have gratitude, because something is coming in, and it's kind of like the natural magic that you have within, and to believe in your power and to stand up. Right, because I keep hearing, what is that? We're not gonna take it anymore. I don't know what that is. It feels like a chant, or somebody's like, dancing around their living room and cleaning, and they've got the music blaring and they're cleaning and they're fed up. It feels like somebody's just fed up and they don't want to be in gloomy energy anymore, and they want to have appreciation and gratitude for the things that they do have. So they're choosing, something was shown somehow, whether that was somebody else helping or one of your guides stepping in and showing you something. And it's like it gives somebody power to heal and have gratitude for everything around them. And it's kind of like they're just not going to take it anymore, where they're going to love them. So this is all about, it feels like it's all about reinventing oneself and knowing what they're worth and owning that and having the strength. That's exactly what this is. It's almost like it doesn't matter what is falling apart around you, around this energy. Whoever I'm speaking to, they've done a lot and they're still going through a lot to learn here, but they're strong. They're learning their own strength, and they're not going to let the everyday's part of the world break them. The High Priestess and Justice. And then the Ace of Pentacles. This is a very strong energy who knows that they have a new beginning, and that justice is coming in for them. They can feel it. They have a knowing. This is an intuitive person, and it's kind of like what you give is what you get. Wow. And then you get the Maiden, which is a brand new, powerful new beginning. It's just shifting the way that you're thinking. You know, you can be very busy and get caught up in the everyday, and the moods and stuff like that can alter and change. And this, for the morning message, this is just having gratitude, even for the little things, is what this feels like. And it's kind of like that's what's kind of coming through. It feels like it's a swirl of big energy that's coming in, and right at the other side of that is a new beginning. Hi, Aquarius 7. So this is good energy. It feels, but see what it is too, is it's healing the mind, body, and spirit. It's doing it all together. It's balancing this out. And it feels like it makes things so much easier to go forward and make decisions. And then the Star. Yep. It's like somebody's no longer blocking what they're trying to manifest from them manifesting. And that's probably what the message was before this one, as far as with the Emperor, or the masculine, the masculine, and finally taking charge of the factor of, their pride was kind of hit a little bit. And this is like shifting that, because energy is so fluent. We can shift all the time. And that's what it feels like is going on. So throughout the day today, the day of today, and the day-to-day life, yes. It feels like that's what's going on in the energy right now. Okay. Good morning. I'm Aquarius. As far as that, I am done now here. I just wanted to do a morning message, but I'm going to end this here, and I'm going to come right back on, and I'm going to do questions for everybody for the day. So I just need a couple minutes to resage, and then I will start the live up for that. But I just wanted to get the morning message out. So I think that's all that I needed to say here, unless Spirit has anything else on this. I think that the biggest message is that there was strategy from past things. So 7 of Swords, and then the 9 of Pentacles. There was lessons to be learned in the past of people's sneaky behavior, because it was meant to put somebody in the gratitude of oneself. And that's not a selfish thing. That is somebody having gratitude for who they actually are, instead of feeling low about themselves. This feels like confidence and insecurities is what this feels like. And something in the past might have hit somebody or hurt It feels like lies and secrets and stealing, and that's kind of what that was. But you learned a lot. I'm getting lots of lessons. And see, that's what she's doing. She's taking all of that she's learned and moved forward. And now is in like the 9 of Pentacles. And then I keep looking over here too at the key, which is like the solution here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave that here. And like I said, I'm just going to sage and I'll come right back on to do questions for everybody for the day. All right. Thank you everyone so much for joining. And I'll see you in just a couple minutes.